My name is Danae McDonald. I'm going live. Hello, hello. It's, what time is it? 7:50. As usual, get out of here. Late 30 at night. Uh, so, I'm going to be making what is called bacon bombs. I'm going to be multitasking here tonight. So, I've got some cream cheese that I've just added to my, I'm starting my bacon bombs with fathead dough. So I've got mozzarella and I've got cream cheese. And I'm going to microwave this. And then I'm going to start mixing it together. Add my egg and my flour and my seasoning and roll it out just like a dough. So you want to be careful with when doing your fathead dough. You don't want to microwave it too long. Don't let it get too hot. So, and make sure you're doing it in a microwave safe bowl. Mine is silicone. The bowl does get hot. So, if you are, hey Elizabeth, you saw the word bacon, right? That's right, girl. She saw bacon and she came running. That's right, girl. I'm making fathead dough, keto bacon bombs. So I'm just heating up my mozzarella cheese, my mozzarella and my cream cheese together. Mix it together. It's going to get a little stringy. If it starts getting stringy on you, don't worry. Just heat it back up a little bit. It's not warm enough. 10-15 seconds at a time, depending on how strong your microwave is. So now I've got my two different kinds of cheeses. This recipe for fathead dough can be found all over the internet. Hi Larry, thank you for watching. Alright, so now it's starting to look very, make sure like that's when I'm going to add in my egg. And hope that you don't get a shell like I did, but at least I know where the shell went. There it is. I got the shell. I got it. Don't crack a shell in there. You're not gonna have fun mixing that dough. All right, so mix in your egg and your flour, and it's gonna become very dough-like. And you'll want to mix it while it's warm. If it's cold, it's not gonna be very easy to mixy. Okay, thank you for joining me. So this is fathead dough. You can find this recipe all over the internet. I am not going to explain to you fathead dough because you can find that on the internet. Now, some tips with fathead dough. You are working with cheese, so you do want to don't let it cool on you. If you let it cool on you, that's when you're getting into the danger zone with fathead dough. Because then it doesn't become pliable anymore. So I've got my fathead dough here on my board. I'm going to roll it out or kind of pat it out. And this is where my bacon bomb recipe starts, is where I'm going to roll this out. I have a rolling pin, but I already know that it's going to stick to this rolling pin. So what I'm going to do, and if it's too sticky, add some more almond flour to your mix. See, my roll. And it's just a little too sticky. Mine's still really warm, so I'm okay with handling it. Mine's still pretty warm. I can feel the warmth. So my cheese is still nice and melted and it's pretty pliable here. You should be able to handle your dough just like a regular dough. And then I'm gonna get my but unlike regular dough, it does start coming apart on you. So you gotta work quick on it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my parchment paper out because I don't like how it's sticking to my hands. I always get that head dough everywhere every time I make it, so this is pretty much normal. I'm gonna get some parchment paper out. I'm gonna roll it because you do want to roll it, and again, I'm gonna work quickly because I don't want it to get cold on me. The minute it gets cold is the minute I can't shape it. I've worked with fathead dough a lot, so yeah, the minute it gets cold on you and no longer shapeable, so work quickly with fathead dough. I don't know how big I'm supposed to be making this little concoction here. It doesn't really tell me how many you make. It just tells me to use my fathead dough recipe. Okay, I have fathead dough. Now what? Flatten out. Now, this recipe that I am following can be found in our super secret keto group. If you want to get into my super secret keto group, you can find thousands of recipes like this. Drop super secret button down below. It's really not that super secret. You just have to be a friend of mine, and I will invite you over to that super secret keto group. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to start with my, perfect. I've already preheated my oven to 400 degrees over here. So now this super secret keto recipe tells me to flatten it out and cut about 3 by 3. Cut 3 by 3 squares. 3 by 3. Honey, I need your help.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't fall. First, where's my pizza cutter thingy in the water? Is it
It's in the knife drawer because it's sharp.
3 by 3.
Can you see me?
I'm not gonna tape measure it. I'm just gonna guesstimate it. I don't know. How big do you think a 3 by 3 is? Oh, there you go. 3, 1, 2.
That doesn't seem right. Oh, 3. So there's your measurements on this side. So 1,
Okay, I
2,
see.
3.
So
So
1,
cut it there and there
2,
across.
3, 4.
Put it across and put it up there and you can do the other 2.
1. See, this is the very big difference between my husband and I. He's like, oh, I'll measure it.
You have the
And
right
I'm like,
measurements now.
we have good measurements. And I'm like, fuck the measurements, man.
Eyeball it.
Screw measurements. Who needs a measurement? Right? Hi, Loretta. All right, so flatten it out. Now we're going to okay, yeah, exactly. We're going to do exactly what I thought we were going to do. We are going to take cream cheese, and we're going to take bacon, and we're going to stuff the shit out of this fathead dough. So, here we go. We got some cream cheese, and I'm going to just slap on some estimated based off of the portion size. This is going to be a big dough here. That one's going to be there. I get the big ones. Because my husband claims to not like cream cheese. I get all of them because he doesn't like cream cheese. Alright, so we're gonna just spread out some pre-cooked, pre-crumbled bacon. We made bacon the other day with like some breakfast, so I just tucked aside some bacon, crumbled it, and voila! Daddy, Daddy. My daughter loves Baby Shark right now, so she is starting to, she doesn't even sing the song, she just says Daddy over and over and over again. It's hilarious.
I'm right here.
Hilarious little girl. Alright, so now I'm going to use the parchment paper to my advantage. I'm going to let it help me roll these in on themselves. And I'm going to tuck, and put the seam side down on my pre-prepped thing over here. Now that's pretty thin on the side. I think I might have rolled it a little thin in some areas, but this part is good. That is okay. Gotta be careful. Now, after I'm done with this, I'm going to wash this in garlic butter bath. Sounds delicious to me. And then it also recommends to serve this with some pizza sauce, or like a red sauce. Some of these are a little bit heavier on the dough. I'm going to spread. Oh, see how it's splitting there? Just move your dough around, just like baking. Just move your dough around. Treat it like a pie. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to eat it. It's keto. It's edible. Tuck. Roll it around. That's probably more what the norm should look like here. Alright, and so if you are like me and was heavy-handed in, or too light, heavy-handed in rolling, you might want to, if you have some more fathead around, grab that, slap it on. It was a little heavy over here, so I'm going to just steal from a friend. Steal from a corner over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to salvage this one. We're just going to roll with it. Just going to put it on, just let it fester. The beef will all smelt together and have a party. It'll still all be a party in your mouth. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's not bread here that, see, this one has a lot of excess, so I'm going to pull a little bit of this party over onto this party. There you go. Join this party over here. There you go. I'm going to space these out a little bit better so that they don't melt. I've only got 2 left. I don't want them to. See they're warming up, so it's warming, so it's and plus I'm touching it. I shouldn't be touching it. Use the parchment paper to the advantage. Be smarter than the food, my friends. Alright, here we go. Wrappy-do-wrap. That one. And our last one. We're going to use this friend to come help me wrap over here.
Can you help?
And now,
I think mommy is fine.
this
Here we go.
has a bake time of 10 minutes.
There's
So we'll see how long. Pop it in right now. Alright. So in the meantime, what you do on top of that is you will now prep your butter sauce, which I already did a little bit. So I'm actually going to go back in on top after I mix some seasoning here. I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit, but I'm gonna go back in and brush my fathead bombs with this mixture, and then I'm also gonna dip it in the mixture right before. Yeah, I think I don't know how I'm gonna dip it exactly. They tell you to use it like for a garlic dipping sauce, I guess, or something. But I'm gonna baste a lot of it on. I think I need some more butter. So you can never have too much butter. Now I'm gonna put this back in the microwave for 10 seconds. Last time I microwaved this, I made an explosion. That's why everything's kind of looks really clean in my microwave because it already exploded. And we already cleaned once tonight. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go back in and pull my stuff out. I'm going to baste them real quick and put them back in the oven. And then we're going to talk about our current sale. We've got our I don't think I'm going to baste them at all right now. I don't think I'm going to baste them at all. I'm going to dip them after they're cooked. Before I serve them. So, our current sale on our website is 25% off our entire sale. That's all of our seasoned flavors. If you notice things that I cook with very often, you'll notice that I cook with Pampered Chef. I just love all their products. I have a Pampered Chef rep. If you want to know her name, I will refer you. I do not sell it. I just love their products. My group today was talking so much about chocolate ketones that I just had to mix myself some chocolate ketones. I'm just so good. I don't know your name over there, Arabo69, but thank you for joining me. And as I put things away, I'm kind of like that cook that puts stuff away. I went through and I labeled all of my stuff in my cupboard. Isn't that exciting? And since I used parchment paper, I didn't get my roller dirty. I'm just going to put that back. And you know, I wouldn't be a pirate if I didn't have my alcohol. So, I am at the last of my knuckle noggin. This is a salted caramel whiskey. This is actually some of the best whiskey, flavored whiskey. I was saving it. So good. So good. It tastes like, if you've ever had the shot of buttery nipple, that's what this tastes like in a whiskey form, just without all of the other crap that they put in that. Salute. So, I didn't put a timer on that. Whoops. I can guarantee you that's probably only been 2 minutes, maybe 3. So, timer. Let's do 7 minutes. Start. Timer. If you have questions about keto, please drop your questions below. And yeah. Ouch. I still kind of hurt my toe. It's kind of aggravated a little bit today because I was standing up at my stand-up desk all day today. So now my toe is mad at me. And I slipped off of a step stool last weekend, so I kind of bruised it. Don't get mad at me. I'm just standing here, little dog. This dog is so funny. So if you don't know, of course you don't know. I don't talk about anything on social media because I'm terrible about it. My next door neighbor had this little chihuahua who was barking all the time, and come to find out she's allergic. Her daughter decided to get a little dog, and then come to find out mom was allergic to dogs. So they couldn't really keep him in the house. So me being the sap that I am, I took the dog in. I'm such a sap. So we are off. Still waiting on the bread. So everything on my website is 25% off. That's 25% off seasonal flavors of fat loss. I have a lot of these seasonal flavors, so it's really exciting that they're available for everybody on the website. Horchata is available. A friend of mine got the carrot cake. That's like the bomb. And then place steam side down and two-part repeat until all the dough is used up. Bake. Remove the bacon bombs. Remove them and immediately brush with the mixture. So, perfect. So this mixture is not for pre. You're supposed to brush it after. And so this recipe, along with thousands of other recipes just like it, keto friendly, you will never find one keto police in this recipe, in this group. Go ahead and drop group in the comments below, and I will get you into my super secret, not so secret keto group. So, let's see. Hey Uncle Ron, nice to see you. I'm just hanging out, waiting for my rolls to finish in the oven. My bacon bombs. So they are keto friendly. I did use a fathead dough. And I used bacon and cheese. So fathead dough is basically cheese and almond flour with 1 egg. So it's very keto. It's got a lot of protein, got a lot of fat. I don't know the exact macros. If you are counting macros, you should probably not ask me for macros because I don't count macros anymore. There are apps for that. You can plug in the ingredients with all of the macros, and they'll give you the macros for that, because I am what is considered lazy, dirty. I'm not even that anymore because I still eat bread and flat. I ate a whole roll of chips today. The cookies, I have kids, so that apparently some boxes of Girl Scout cookies have floated into my house this week. And who's eating them?
Me.
I am. So, these are gonna be good. They're not. I wish I had gotten more coverage over the bacon, but they're still gonna be good. They're gonna be good. Now the recipe does call for like if you want to like dip these in like a pizza sauce. I have homemade spaghetti sauce. I don't have a pizza sauce, but it's in the freezer. So if I have leftovers, I'll probably serve the leftovers of these bacon bombs tomorrow with my spaghetti or whatever, and I will be having spaghetti with my whatchamacallit, with real noodles with my homemade spaghetti sauce because yes. Now these bacon bombs are gonna be kind of like a bacon and cheese filled Italian bread. That's what I imagine. I've never made these before, but it looks so good. I just really had to make it. So I have 1.5 minutes left. So, hey, stop, dog. That little dog, he's such a puppy. He just drives all my senior dogs crazy. So, you know, my bleeding heart has affected all my dogs, and all my dogs are like pissed at this little dog. It says ooh, I'm getting brown. I see golden brown starting. I see some golden brown. I was trying to multitask here, and I totally failed with the multitasking. I was trying to record the steps of the process as well. I guess it's probably just as might as well because they're not perfectly round, and they have holes in them, but that's okay. Where's my, oh, getting my lobster mittens on. Also pamper checked. If you are keto, drop keto in the comments below. I'm going to let this cook just a little longer because I can see parts of it are a little brown, parts of it are white. So if you're I want to know where my keto eaters are. If you are low carb, drop low carb in the comments below. If you are just trying to eat healthy, drop eat healthy down below. The last of my chocolate ketones tonight. Now those chocolate ones that I just had are Protones. Those are caffeine free. Hey! Stop! Little dog. Gosh, he just drives me nuts. He's always trying to play with the big dogs. Alright. That was the wrong place to look for food. Alright. Now, you see here, I've got some brown here, but I could do with more brown. I'm going to raise it up a little higher in the oven and see if that helps for a couple minutes, for a minute or two. And then I'm going to bring it out and we're going to dust it with this garlic Italian seasoning butter mixture. And then we're going to let it cool and I'm going to eat it. And I'm going to eat all of it because it's delicious, hopefully. Actually, Henry's going to have to come and taste test it because he is the one that has an iron mouth. And I don't eat hot food at all.
Do I have to do that right this second?
Right this second? No, it's still in the oven.
Okay.
Still in the oven. Of course you don't need to do it right this second. So, I did use mozzarella cheese earlier. I did use cream cheese in this. So if you don't like cream cheese, if you don't like mozzarella cheese, this recipe is not for you. This is the base of fathead dough and filled with cream cheese and bacon, and then we're going to slather it with delicious seasoning and butter. So, alright, I don't want to overcook them. Perfect. go. That looks beautiful. That looks very pretty. That smells good too. Putting the seasoning on. So the idea of this is, I guess, to eat them with spaghetti sauce. I'm not gonna eat them with spaghetti sauce, but
Are you tired, Mackenzie?
okay.
The game or
So that's that part. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer these.
Okay.
And let them cool faster so that I can eat them faster.
Okay, you have 2 pieces left. You figure out how they go.
And I also don't want it sitting here in this butter because then it's gonna get soggy.
Okay, we need some juice. Right?
Finally, we have juice.
No, that's not. The 10-gram game he's playing.
Oh.
Mention the fact your 5-year-old likes 10 grams.
Oh yeah, my 5-year-old. I don't know. Most people don't even know what a 10 gram is. Yes, my 5-year-old likes 10 grams. 10 grams are it's a shape. It's a shape.
It's a shape puzzle.
Shape puzzle. So, voila! Can you guys see that? Look how delicious that is. All right, husband, come over here. Come over here, Mr. Iron Mouth. This is the one.
Which one?
Mr. Iron Mouth.
Or this one. It's small. Take a small one so it's like,
I'm only gonna take a bite.
you can take a bite. I don't care. Just, yeah, it's hot. You're the one that has a...
I'm not that hot. But
Delicious.
you remind me of like garlic balls you get at Italian places, like garlic nuts. That's kind of what they look like. It's not garlic though. What is that?
There's cream cheese in it.
The bacon is delicious.
You didn't like cream cheese.
I don't like cream cheese. The fathead dough is great. I really love the fathead dough.
So we can get our sauce out.
You know what? This would go
Our-
better. It's stuffed with mozzarella because I like the cheesy gooiness. But you'll love these.
We could remake them and do another batch with mozzarella.
Maybe like some cheese sticks and chop them up. And put those in. It'll be good.
Interesting. See all the recipes that come out of just one. So, all right, guys. You'll get my review after these cool off in the comments below. Thanks for joining me, and if you want this recipe, I do have the link to it. It's in our super secret keto group. And thank you for joining, and have a happy Thursday. Bye bye.